everyone, welcome back to the grammar class tenses, and in our previous class we learnt simple future tense, right? So in today's class let us move on to the second division of future tense. Which one is that? Future continuous tense. Okay, so under future tense there are four divisions we learnt already. You know it already. Which are they? Simple future, future continuous, future perfect and future perfect continuous tense, right? Okay, now in today's class let us learn the second division. Which one is that? You can see future continuous tense. The future tense itself indicates an action which is going to happen in future, which is not yet happened, which is going to happen in future, right? So under that the second division is future continuous tense. Okay, now let us see what do you mean by future continuous tense. Future continuous tense is a verb tense that indicates that something will occur in the future and continue for an expected length of time. Okay, it will continue for an expected period of time. So future continuous tense, the action is going to happen in your near future only, right? Here future continuous tense indicates an action which will occur in the future, okay, and continue for an expected length of time or for a period of time here. Okay, so what is the formula for it? Subject plus will be or shall be plus ing form of the verb. Ing form means already I told you, present participle form of the verb, that you have to add ing to the main verb. When you add ing to the main verb, it will be present participle form of the verb. For example, if work is the main verb or the base verb, add ing to it, it will be the present participle form of the verb working. Is it clear? Okay, so what is the formula for future continuous tense? Here subject plus will be or shall be plus ing form of the verb, children. Okay, for example, here I will be buying a new doll for my sister. So this tense form, what it tells us? It tells us the action which is going to take place in future for that particular, means it is going to take it will continue. Clear? So here I will be buying a new doll for my sister. Here will, see the formula here, will be, okay, by, which is the base form of the verb, and you have added ing to it. So I will be buying a new doll for my sister. The only one thing is you have to follow the formula given here to the each division. Okay, okay. Here I will be working at 10 a.m. will be plus base form of the verb ing, present participle form of the verb. I will be working at 10 a.m. So what do you mean by future continuous tense? Future continuous tense is a verb tense that indicates that something will occur in the future. Something will occur in the future and continue for a expected length of time or period of time. The formula is subject plus will be or shall be plus ing form of the verb. Ing means, as I told you already, present participle form of the verb. Clear? Example, I will be buying a new doll for my sister. I will be working at 10 a.m. Clear to you? Okay. Now let us solve three of the questions, fill up the blanks given here. First one is I dash at 5 o'clock and your verb is arrive. Okay, so here I use the formula, will be, arrive is the verb, add ing to it. I will be arriving at 5 o'clock. I will be arriving at 5 o'clock. Your second question is, they dash breakfast at 8 a.m. have. So, they will be having breakfast at 8 a.m. Okay, and we'll go to the last one. He dashed news at 7 p.m. Your verb is listen. So, he will be listen, add ing to it. He will be listening to news at 7 p.m. I hope you have understood now thoroughly what do you mean by future continuous tense and what is the formula for future continuous tense and how to write a sentence under future continuous tense by using the formula given. Okay, so future continuous tense indicates an action that is going to occur in future and continue for a expected period of time. And what is the formula for it? Subject plus will be or shall be plus ing form of the verb or present participle form of the verb. Okay, now students, let us move on to the third division of tenses. Which one is that? Future perfect tense. Under future tense, the third division is future perfect tense, and we have already learned simple future as well as future continuous tense, right? Okay, now let us move on to future perfect tense and let us see what do you mean by future perfect tense. What's its definition? Future perfect tense is used to refer to the expectant completion of an action in future, and it also gives us a sense or an idea of completion of an action that will happen in future. Okay, we'll come to know that okay, this action is going to complete in future. So future perfect tense tells us about the completion of an action in future. Okay, and it also tells us or it gives us an idea of completion of a task or an action that will happen in the future. So we'll come to know that it is going to complete in future. It tells us that. Okay, so what is the formula for it? What is the formula for future perfect tense? The formula is subject plus will have or shall have plus past participle of the verb. Okay, past participle, about this we have already learnt in our previous classes, right? So here future continuous tense we used present participle. That means if you add ing to the base form of the verb, it will become present participle. Now here under future perfect tense, your formula is like this: subject plus will have or shall have plus past participle of the verb. Okay, so what is the past participle? We have already learned. Take, took, taken. Taken is the past participle which tells us about the completion of an action, right? So you have to use this here to frame sentence under future perfect tense. Is it clear to you now? Okay, now let us move on to some of the examples here and we'll make it clear how it forms or how you have to form sentences under future perfect tense. Okay, here I is the subject, shall have you used, and pass the exam this time. I shall have passed. So there is a possibility of the completion of this action. So we used here shall. Okay, so I shall have passed. Past is the past participle form of the verb, base verb pass. Okay, pass is in present tense, past is in past tense, and past participle also past here. Okay, so we have used the formula accurately here. Subject which has already written given here. What you have to add? Will have or shall have, and after that you have to use past participle form of the verb. It comes here. Okay, so now here subject again will have and dismissed him at any cost. Dismissed is the past participle form of the verb which tells us about the completion of an action. And they will have enjoyed the party. Here enjoyed is the past participle form of the verb. They is the subject we have used, and here enjoyed is the past participle of the verb. So here like this we can use this formula to frame sentences under future perfect tense. So I hope you have understood completely. What do you mean by future perfect tense? Future perfect tense tells us about the completion of any action in future, and it also gives us the idea that the completion of a task or an action that will happen in future. Okay, and the formula is subject plus will have or shall have plus past participle form of the verb, and examples also you had learnt just now. Now we'll solve some of the problems given here. Fill up the blanks. Inside the bracket there are verbs given. You have to use those verbs and fill up the blank under future perfect tense. So use this formula to fill up the blanks here. Your first question is I dash my breakfast. Here your verb is take, okay, which is in present tense. Now you have to change it into past participle form. Okay, so here I will have take. The past participle form of take is taken. Okay, so I will have taken my breakfast. I will have taken my breakfast. So as I already told you, future perfect tense tells us about the completion of any action in future. Okay, so I will have taken my breakfast. Here your second question is he dash his task, and your verb is finish. He will have finished. Past participle is finished. Finished, finished, finished only. Okay, he will have finished his task. Your third question is she dash a new job, and your verb is start. Okay, she will have started a new job. Started is the past participle form of the verb start here. And first question, taken is the past participle form of take, and here second question, finished is the past participle form of the verb finish. Okay, in the same way here started is the past participle form of the verb start. Okay, and the last question is the patient dash from illness by the next month. Here you can change this into recover. Okay, so the patient will have recovered from illness by the next month. The patient will have recovered from illness by the next month. The patient will have recovered from illness by the next month. So this is how we have to use the formula to frame the sentences under future perfect tense. Okay, now let us move on to the last division of future tense, which one is that? Future perfect continuous tense. Now let us move on to the last division of future tense, future perfect continuous tense. Okay, the last division is future perfect continuous tense. Okay, what is the definition of it? Future perfect continuous tense is used to refers to the actions that will continue up until a point of time in the future. That means the action is continuing up to a period of time or a point of time in future. It tells us that. Which one? Future perfect continuous tense. And the formula we use for this is subject plus will have been or shall have been plus present participle of the verb. Okay, as I already told you before, present participle of the verb. How to form this? Verb root or the root form of the verb plus ing, as I told you. Walk plus ing. Here walk is the root form of the verb, and you add, when you add ing to the root form of the verb, you form present participle of the verb. So what is the formula to form sentences under future perfect continuous tense? Here subject plus will have been or shall have been plus present participle form of the verb. Okay, let us move towards two of the example sentences here. The first one, he will have been doing a new course next year. Okay, so here, as we already learned what do you mean by future perfect continuous tense, is used to refer to the actions that will continue up a certain point of time in future, right? See here, he will have been doing a new course next year. It tells us about the action which will continue for a particular period of time in future. Clear? They will have been watching TV all tomorrow. Okay, so here will have been doing here. What is this doing? Present participle form of the verb. Do plus ing we added here. So here doing a new course next year, and they will have been watching, present participle form of the verb, watch plus ing. So in this way you have to form sentences under future perfect continuous tense. The main thing is you have to remember these formula. This formula you have to remember, and according to that you have to frame sentences. Okay, clear now? So what do you mean by future perfect continuous tense? It tells us about the actions that will continue up until a particular point of time in future. And what is the formula for this? Subject plus will have been or shall have been plus present participle form of the verb. How to form a present participle? Add ing to the root form of the verb, then you can form a present participle. Okay, so here the two examples we have already gone through. He will have been doing a new course next year. They will have been watching TV all tomorrow. Okay, I hope you have understood this. Now let us solve some of the questions given here. Your first question is, you dash in that market before we come. Here shop is the verb given here. You will have been shopping. Okay, you will have been shopping in that market before we come. Your next question is, they dash hockey in that field before you reach. They is the subject, will have been, play is the base form of the verb, so add ing to it, then it will be the present participle form of the verb. Okay, so they will have been playing hockey in that field before you reach. And your last question is, I dash all the necessary materials before the program starts. So here I will have been, so arrange is the verb given, so here add ing to it, so it will be then, I will have been arranging all the necessary materials before the program starts. So by using the formula in this way, you can frame sentences under future perfect continuous tense. Okay, so in today's class we have learnt future perfect, future continuous as well as future perfect continuous tense, and we also learned the formulas and how we can use the formulas to frame sentences under all these divisions. Thank you for watching.